Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KairoS, and welcome back to Naval Action, Finding Your Sea Legs. Last episode we managed to get hold of some combat medals and get ourselves sunk yet again. So I really am going to need to start leveling up these ships if I'm going to stay afloat in future. One of the problems I've got with a series like this for Naval Action is Naval Action, it doesn't really lend itself well to a Let's Play format because often you're just logging in for half an hour, collecting some of your stuff, maybe sinking a couple of ships to contribute to a mission and logging off again. So what I might do is just start leveling up, start grinding out some doubloons, start trying to level up some of the ships I'm going to be using here with the knowledge slots, and just do that over a couple of days and show you guys some of the highlights in a few clips over the next few days. Besides, I can't really go that far ahead, otherwise I'll be way ahead of the series. I'm only uploading once a week, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gradually grind over the next couple of days in real time and get some doubloons, get some reales in, get some boxes on these ships. And of course I'm going to be selling my wares, which I'll show you here how well we're doing. If we go to shop, this is the day after last episode in real time. If you go to your contracts, you can see overnight we did indeed sell these provisions that I put on sale last episode, so we can now claim these very happily, and boom, look at all that cash. We've got money again. So what are we going to be doing? Basically every day or two I'm going to be logging in and checking for fancy upgrades, for example, resources, books. I'll just do that, and we're going to be coming in here, of course. We're going to be collecting. You can see here we've got another nearly a couple of thousand what do you call these, provisions here. So I can collect these now, might as well, because I don't know when I'll be logging back in. Usually you should do this at the end of a session, but I might as well do it now. I've got sugar as well. I'm not going to bother collecting that until I can actually turn it into rum, but it's there if I wanted to get it. And yes, we're going to go out. We're going to look for ships to sink. I'll probably be taking out this Ratvisan because it's an incredible ship, and I know I'm going to be using it as a patrol zone ship. And as we saw last episode, patrol zone is, well, it's challenging, let's say, and you really want to have some of these boxes unlocked if you're going to be doing that. And yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge because you can't really retreat from a patrol zone battle. You're going to lose the ship if you go in there and you're not prepared, or if you don't have friends with you. So we're going to do that. I'm going to check for missions as well. As you want to make sure that there are missions every time the server resets. These missions will reset as well. So for example, we could take this mission to sink cutters, rank 7s. I'm not going to bother too much with rank 7s. But I will be sinking rank 5s and rank 6s. So, and I'm not going to bother with players either because, you know, it takes too long to hunt down players. This is not, in my opinion, worth a mission slot. It's not worth the time invested unless you're doing a lot of PvP. And I'm not really that sort of player. So I'm going to head out there with the missions I've got. And actually quickly, you can see I'll be looking for, I've got a couple of slots here that I can fill out, but I'll be looking for brigs. I'll be looking for snows and rattlesnakes, fifth rates, of course, label pools, and I think we had a Cerberus mission here as well. So I'm going to head out there and start sinking things over the next couple of days, and we'll start to level up these ships gradually. Now, the other thing we can be doing over the next few days is going to be looking at these patrol zones. We might end up doing some more of this. It went pretty well last time. But as you can see here with the Mona patrol that we now have, which is down, I'll just show you quickly, which is down here, we have to get 15k damage to get our 10 medals. So these are bigger ships. We're using rank 4s here, so we're going to be needing to do more damage. It's really only the Nassau patrol that allows you to be doing, you know, those smaller damage brackets. You know, that's the patrol you want to be doing if you like those 6th rates and smaller 5th rates. But we might do a little bit more of that over the next week or so. And we also have here, something I need to be keeping in mind, is the Quest Master and Patrol Master. These two here. Landowner, Shipbuilder, I'm not going to bother with. This is really for elite players working in clans. But these two, yeah, we're going to be thinking about this and trying to get a few more medals. I'm wondering if I can get 3 more combat medals from this if I do if I get 15 points in this. This is 7 days we have to do this, and I reckon that's doable if I grind properly. We might even be able to get. Let's have a look at this Patrol Master here. We should have some points in that already, as you can see. Yeah, we've already got a score of 15. So if we can get up to 100, so this is per combat medal. If we can get 100 combat medals in the next 7 days, we'll have another 3 of these things. What are they called again? Service medals, which I've still got 1 of, actually. Which would be great, because we can now spend that. Once we get those, we can spend that on upgrading our ships a little bit more ahead of building our shipyard. Oh, and we also want to be... The first building we'll be wanting to build is going to definitely be, and this is really what I recommend for all of you guys, set up your farms or sugar plantation, whatever it is you've got, whatever's your cash crop, so to speak, and then you want to be building your workshop, which, sorry, if you hover it over there, it really isn't that expensive. It's just, 50,000 reales and 1,500 doubloons. That's chicken feed, and that's another reason why you want to be farming out doubloons, because you're going to need those doubloons for building if you want to get into crafting. So, guys, let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, guys, I think what I'll do in the short term is just send this Radvisen off to Mona over here and establish an outpost, do the patrol zone, try and get some more medals. That's a good way to sort of start. I've got this DLC ship, I might as well use it. And I should make a few doubloons as well, if I'm lucky, while I'm at it. I'm actually going to stop the ship here and go and warm up my coffee, because this is the safe zone. I don't need to worry about getting attacked, and I'll just wait here by this wind boost until I get a decent wind. This is going to be turning anti-clockwise, of course. So yeah, zip across the map down to Mona, establish an outpost, and I'm just going to try and grind out a few medals. For now, I can concentrate on grinding out more doubloons later on, once my other DLC ships have actually are actually ready to reclaim. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Nothing really to report until I find something to sink, really. Alright guys, I've made it to Mona, and I have established an outpost here. It cost us a good 125,000 reales, so we're poor again, but probably worth having early on, to be honest. We can ditch our stuff here now and move our ships back and forth nice and quickly. This island, incidentally, is a real island. It looks like something that would be put there as a game gimmick, but no. There really is a spit of land here in the middle of the Mona Passage. I think it's a turtle sanctuary now. Who knows what its history is. But in the game, it's a very important free port. So I actually lost 3 Indiamen outside of this port once, which was very frustrating, I can tell you. They were full of cargo too. But I've just got the one ship here now. What I want to do, is actually reset my perks here. To do that, we're going to need to exchange a reset permit. So I'm going to spend my doubloons on that. And I'll just show you what I would recommend building here. So let's just reset this. We're probably going to keep this. We're probably going to keep this pretty much as it is now, as I'm going to leave it here for the next few weeks, really, while I level up my ships. So we'll do my combat build here. We're going to have Master Seamanship, of course. 15 points on that. Though they may have tweaked this a little bit, actually. Hopefully I'll be able to afford everything. So I'm going to prioritize the things I need first. We're going to have Master Gunnery, naturally. We're also going to have... Do we need Master Boarding? Master Survival is more important. I'll have that. And then I should just have enough for... Okay, so I've got 16 points left to spend. So I can either have... I could have combat repairs, And I could have hold optimization for 1 point. That's a good one to have. Let me think about this for a moment. Master boarding will cost us 15 points and we'll have 1 left to spend. Or I could get advanced boarding or something like that, and I could have a sextant again, to be honest. That might actually be worth it. So it's really a choice between hold optimization or sextant. I wonder which will be more important. So with hold optimization, I'll be able to carry more loot, which is really important for when I'm trying to gather resources and things like that. But sextant will help me navigate. I'm pretty good at navigating without it. But for now, because I'm going to be all over the map, honestly, guys, I do like having the sextant. So I think we'll get it back. We'll get master boarding. Yep, master boarding will cost 15, and we should have enough for the sextant as well, which, because I'm not doing a lot of trading, you know, I can reset this later if I have to. That's going to do for now. Just that sextant's going to give us a little bit of ease for navigation. So we've got master boarding, master survival, gunnery, and seamanship. We're going to need every advantage we get until we start getting good ships and leveling up our knowledge slots here, unboxing our knowledge slots. So now I'm going to head off to the passage and see what I can shoot at. Alright guys, I have gone into the patrol zone and I've managed to tag a lonely third rate with this fourth rate Ratvisan of mine. However, she is a larger ship than us. She is a bigger, scarier ship, so we're definitely going to want to stern rate this thing as much as possible. We want to get our sails up as well. She's going to reload soon. We need sail, please. Come on. Maybe I should go to full sail first. I'm worried she's going to fire now. If I'm lucky, she'll take a little bit longer. Yep. Excellent. So we managed to get our... got our turn in. We managed to get... bounce shots like so. Fantastic, guys. That's how it's done. And now she should go around. Got to make sure we're set for the bow. Might keep waterline shots here. Ow. Just going to fire about now. That's what I'm talking about. So we're just going to keep doing that. Sounds like she's reloaded. Yeah, there's some more bounces. I might be able to get another stern rake in here if I'm careful. I did lose my stern armor because I'm silly, but she is now in irons. Waterline. Let's actually aim 100. There we go, guys. That's how it's done. That's actually not a bad stern rake for me. That is unusual. Normally I'm not that good. Alright, I'm going to try and tack around because I'd rather do that than show her my vulnerable stern and bow. Lost all my stern and bow armor. So we're going to go around the old-fashioned way. Sails go around now. Now I haven't got enough speed to do this tack properly. But it is possible once we start getting negative speed. We're going to turn the rudder about now. We're just going to have to hope she doesn't aim for our waterline. We're going around. And we should get speed back again in a minute. Oh god, I don't want to get boarded, so we can't go straight at her. We're going to have to just accept that we're going to get pommeled here. It's going to be a broadside exchange, good old-fashioned broadside exchange. Fire. Ow. Right, guys, we've been exchanging broadsides with this one for a while, and I just realized we're not actually in the patrol zone, so I must have, unfortunately, been right on the edge and, you know, it hasn't registered as being a patrol zone battle, which is kind of irritating. But that's fine. I think we're about to get one more stern rake in here. Of course, it would help if I have the right side open up. got one cannon that's been knocked out there that I need to repair. If I could just get this dirty great tank of a ship to actually turn and yeah, we're getting there. Okay, she's stuck, I think. She's trying to tack around. Okay, I need to just make a dash for it now. I think. Come on. No, it's not doing any damage because I need to get a better angle. Yeah, she's going to tack around, so it's not going to work. I don't think. Come on. I might have to tack around after her. That's fine by me. Oops, she's using... Alright, hopefully that'll do some damage. We're getting hits, at least. Yeah, it did a little damage, but we couldn't get a very good angle there. Probably should have waited till about now, actually. Would have been better. But it's never a good idea to fire when you're in the middle of attack, because you have very limited control, as you can see, as you go around. You can't stop attack. You have to keep going. Alright, nope, not yet. Keep going around. We're not going to get negative speed. That's good. That's good, and we'll be in a position now, if we stop about now, we should be able to bounce shots as she comes past for a broadside. Let's reload those. Alright, we're doing okay. We've almost got this fight, guys. Just a shame it's not a patrol zone fight. I would have liked it to have been. But it's good practice. I'm doing much better now than I was previously. We need to keep those sails up to full. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw her using chain earlier, and she's definitely not a Loki. So, yeah, it looks like they do sometimes shoot chain at you, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. If we could just keep this going, keep it about that angle. We've got more sail up. She can't fire at us from here. Little more rudder. Yeah, this should be it. Let's aim for 100 meters. Look, she's actually taking on water now by the looks of things. She's already looking lower in the water. Depower. And fire. That should do it. Down goes the foremast and the mizzen. She's down. Victory. Alright guys, we safely made it back to La Mona. As you can see, we've actually, we've got our Martinique drill sergeants, we've got our doubloons. That's a fantastic result for a single ship sunk. And we do have some books we can use. I'm just going to throw this survival book on for now. I'm actually going to go back to Mortimer soon, I think. We might end up transporting at some point. When I got some time, I might transport some more supplies here. And so on before I go out and do any more of that. We missed that patrol zone. We were just outside it when we attacked that ship, so that's annoying. But we did get plenty of doubloons out of that, which is what I really want. In fact, we can go back now, and I'm actually going to transport myself back, and we're probably going to buy the warehouse. So let's head back to Mortimer Town and do that. Alright guys, so here we are. We've got still that sugar. We might as well actually collect that now, because we can turn it into rum. We will be able to in a minute. I'm going to worry about that later. We're going to build ourselves a nice workshop. Hang on. Double check. Yep, we'll still have plenty of doubloons left over, and it doesn't cost much in the way of reales at all. Definitely good value for money. Everyone should have one of these, even if you're not going to be a crafter. And now, because we have sugar, we can, for free, produce rum. And if we wanted to, we could sell this. We might even take some. One way to make money is you can craft these repairs. We'll need fur and hemp, which we don't have at the moment. Oak, iron ore and coal. We'll find these probably dropped at ports, and we can slowly start to produce these things. But we can certainly sell rum at, if we take our little basic brig or whatever, we could probably sell some rum, bring some supplies over. We do need a trade ship at this point, I feel. So I might have to, at some point, go and capture a trade ship. But, yeah, that's a good start. That's a good start. All in a day's work, guys. Alright, guys. So, a few days have passed since the last clip. It is now the 8th, the 11th, 2023. In Australia, we have this the other way around, so it's the 11th day of the 8th month. But anyhow, it is a couple of days after, and I am thinking more patrol zone will be in order. I actually did the one down here the other day. It was pretty successful. And we have the Rat Wiesen relatively well leveled up now. She's been doing quite well. Still using live oak mahogany build here, which I'm finding is working really well. And this one is actually agile, so we've got a pretty good one with this. Pretty happy with the Rat Wiesen, but we can't use it for this patrol zone because this is a 5th rate only, max rate of 5th rate. So we're going to need to find ourselves a 5th rate ship that is a little bit less squishy than a Hercules or a La Monnaie. So I'm thinking we might go out and try and find ourselves one, as I don't really have the money to be buying ships at the moment. So let's go out and see what we can find. So hopefully this one here, this Trincomalee, will be ideal for what we want. Of course, I have to actually catch her first and try not to sink her all at once. The plan will be to try and slow her down. Let's see if we can get a few leaks in here. I don't think I'm going to get up a bit. Right, I'm going to fire here now. No, I'm not aiming low enough. That certainly loosened her up a bit. We're going to load grape shot on this side now. We're going to try and get... I've already given her a good stern rake. I'm going to try and get the grape shot into her stern. Keep on following her around. She's pretty sluggish, this one, which makes me hopeful that she's a fairly heavy build. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Wait for it, and fire. Oh yeah, cruise shock. Look at that. They're not getting up out of that. Let's hit the bell. Let's see if we can get into position to board her. Come on, bring her about. Into the wind. Into the wind you go. Come on, boys. There we go. So, this is going to be interesting. Let's tack around. This might just do it. Stop. Oh yeah, we got her. She doesn't have Marines, but she does have Musketeers. So that's good news for us. So this is obviously a different Rat Wiesen to the one I was using the other day. Reclaimed a new one. Didn't turn out to be a very good one, but she should be able to hold her own in this little boarding action. This might take a little while. It's quite a largish ship, but we have taken out half a crew, so that's good news. Probably could have waited a little bit to get our preparation up, but I didn't want to run the risk of her disappearing. Now, we might attack now, because she's so undercrewed. I'm hoping we'll get a good... There we go, easy. Killed 87 men because we attacked through her fire grenades. Perfect. We now have a relatively intact Trincomalee. Okay, guys, well, we've got our little Trincomalee back to port, and I have set her up as best I can. She is a really terrible ship. No seasoned woods on this one, and she's also, I think we'd get better stats if we swap these around. If she was a mahogany Sabaku, she might be a better build, I think. But either way, she doesn't have seasoned woods, so that's nothing to boast about, and she only has 2 upgrade slots, so this is definitely not a ship we want to be keeping. We'd probably be better off selling it, to be honest, but I want to level up those medals, so we're going to send her out and get her killed. Do need to put some 9-pounders on the bow. I need to remember to do that. And yeah, there she is. She's ready to go out. As you can see, last couple of days I have been actually getting some doubloons because I've been out in the patrol zone. Last time down here I did pretty well. I got some good kills down here. And we actually have, if we go to quest menu here, in the seasons, look at the patrol master, you can actually see we've actually got 45 score now. Just from the other day when I was pottering around. I didn't really have time to record. I was in a hurry, so I just went ahead and did a few kills in the patrol zone, managed to grind out some medals, and got some good doubloons while I was at it. So we're well on the road to glory here, but I think it's time for me to actually get that score up a little bit more. We need to get to 100 in the next couple of days, and I'd like to at least get the patrol zone done so I can get those combat medals on top of everything else I have to do this week. So we'll see how we go. But I'm going to send this little ship out, and we're going to see if we can get some kills with her. Okay, guys, we have 3 Cerberus to deal with in this little zone. Normally, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but we are using a fairly basic ship, and I haven't had a chance to level this one up yet, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave everything on ball for now on both sides. We're not gonna try and chain these guys yet. We'll see how much these ships have been buffed up. Initially we want to be angling away from them. They're going to be nippier than us. Their sails are already down. So let's just angle away here. Not too much, because we don't want our stern facing them directly, but that should be good. Yeah. Now they've got, I believe, 9-pounders to our 18-pounders, so they will reload faster, but they will also do a lot less damage. Let's see if we can get any bounces with this underpowered ship. Not really. Still, it could have been a lot worse. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be too hard, guys. Okay, well, I decided to run and gun for a little bit. Oh, my rudder's out. To try and get my repairs up. But they've just fired their broadside, so we'll just do the same to him as he's doing to us. I'm still trying to get those leaks in. There we go. A couple more. There we go. That's a bit better. So I'm getting the hang of it slowly, but I think the secret is wait till you can see they're really healing over, and you can really see the fouling paint, you know, under the keel. And their little pop guns, their 9-pounders, are really not doing that much damage to me at the moment, but I am conscious that over time they can do a lot of damage pretty quick. Let's just fire into the hull there. You know, if I let them get on top of me and all fire their broadsides at once, they can do a lot of damage. I am still trying to go for a stern rake, but stern raking smaller ships is often quite difficult. Obviously, and I haven't reloaded my bow chasers. We might get one in here though, if the smoke clears. Fire. There we go. Beautiful. That's one down, guys. That's one down. Yeah, that ship is sinking really fast, and it's we'd have to tack into the wind to go upwind to get her. So I think we're going to lose the loot on that one. I really need to concentrate on staying afloat. So these little ships might be, might seem small and insignificant, but they are pretty nippy, and they're firing a lot of shot at me right now. Fire. Okay, my left side is getting relatively badly damaged. I'm actually going to charge her. You know what, I better hit my bell in case they... Okay, I took off her... I just took off her bowsprit. And straight through her. That was devastating. Now she's got sail shock. My sails are also completely wonky right now. I've been concentrating on... Take men off the gunnels. Okay. Now our sails are back in the position they're meant to be. This one is well and truly stuck now. That was actually really good. That worked out nicely. Let's see if we could fire this one cheeky shot. You know, if we stay here, we might actually get a rake in. If we can slow down enough. Come on. Oh, that's evil. That's cheeky. And one more. Yep, she's... Oh, look at that, guys. Beautiful. Master down. She is gone. That's number 2. Okay, guys, I think one more volley. We haven't quite reloaded yet, but one more volley should do it. Yeah, almost. Yeah, she's about to start sinking now, I think. She'll be taking on water. Just firing as soon as we can reload, and that's it, she's done. Alright, well, we lost a lot of the loot for that one, unfortunately, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for... Oh no, we managed to get the loot out of this one here at the back, I think. If there's any doubloons, definitely grab those. We'll definitely grab the supplies, because we're running out. Surprise permit, we'll grab that. And all this fish, I don't really need to worry about it. I should convert it into provisions or ditch it. And we have another one here. The third one, the one I sank earlier, will definitely have sunk by now. That's okay. We will take all of her supplies to keep us going. We'll take this pennant. We'll take the kit's gunners for sure. And the trader's brig permit. It's almost worth going back to port for that. Certainly the kit's gunners, absolutely worth going to a port and trying to get that. And we're gonna leave the rest. I don't want to be weighed down by any more of this nonsense. But yeah, those gunners are definitely worth getting in our chest. So very successful battle. I'm actually happy with how the ship performed. Did really well. So I just used a logbook to check what's going on out here, and you can see there's plenty of battles active at the moment. Of course, they're all frigate battles for the most part. And what do we have out here? Any other players? Nope. I'm going to try and chase down some more Cerberus. I've got to keep this up as long as I can, really. And when I've sunk enough ships, I will probably head back and drop off my doubloons. But I'll continue sinking Cerberus until I've sunk all I can, really. Well, guys, I think we're done for the day. That is more than enough combat medals for me. We have 150 of them now, and we also have 10 1,000 doubloons. So we're pretty well set after all of that questing down here in the Puerto Plata patrol zone. I managed to grind out 70 medals today, actually, so pretty good. You can see down here we've completed this, and I got to the last tier here, 48k damage, got 70 combat medals, which means if we go to Patrol Master, we have easily enough to get us up to the necessary score. We got 115 score this week all up, and we've managed to get our 3 naval service medals. And I might even, perhaps, if we go back, I've actually managed to complete a couple of quests to take out 5th rates as well. So we've got 5 score on 5th rates. We've got some decent rewards for that. If you look in here, we got a Sabaku S permit. We got some oak, some locust, and some Danzig oak. Out of those couple of missions we managed to do. So just by grinding away in the patrol zone, guys, you can actually get quite a lot done quite quickly. All these doubloons are going to come in useful for crafting later down the track. We have enough combat medals now to set up a ship, pretty good ship. If we take stuff down here from the Admiralty, go to Admiralty blueprints, you can find plenty of, for example, Navy carpenters, Navy gun tackles, pretty good upgrades to put on a ship when we actually get around to crafting good ships. So it's all going quite well, guys. I think we've done pretty well this week, and I think that's enough for now. This has been KairoS. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. See you next time.